start more exposed more to a lot more music, like a lot more cultural music, right? And then the fact that I move around different parts of the island, it opened my eyes and I start to different people from different walks of life more than what I normally used to. So it's not like okay, I'm the bounce son, no, me end up no me there in a Sparlings, no me in a Sparlings, me end up in a Manduva, me end up in a Miope. It's like me in a Clarendon, so now me as a different people, and then it is like me start to question myself a lot more, and try to figure out life now. And then me start to listen a lot more cultural song. So me just decide say, you know what, me not really feel like me gonna go the church route, I really the music route me gonna go because music is the most powerful channel for, that connects with people, and for me personally, it, at the time when I decided to take on music, I was really finding myself as a Rasta youth. So me just seek to learn more about the culture. So me even dive more into the cultural aspect of the music to kind of like figure myself out along the way. So this was very young, around I was around 18 them time when we started figure this out. And from there it was just music, and then you start to focus more on what you want, and then as you do that, the universe starts to bring people in your way, and then end up that I did end up leave Jamaica, went into Boston, and then from jumping to Boston, we just end up on a bunch of artists, and then that was it. We just start to learn the craft a lot more, and start to work on everything we need to work on, and then the rest is history. Yeah. So,
okay, I'm surprised that you said that the church thing, you didn't see it as a thing.
No.
At that time you thought that you could do more, but by listening to your music, it is very spiritual.
Yes.
So it is very, it's like you still have the foundation. You're preaching just the same, but it's just you're ministering in a different level.
In a different level, right? And then,
okay.
My reason behind it is nothing against the churches. My reason behind it was that, all right, then, the people that go to church, I go always in the church, but what about the people that who not go to church, right?
Okay. No, man,
so, them the people who are more interested. I'm not interested in the people that consider themselves savory. I'm more interested in the people that know who just look some answer in their life. Those are the people I'm more concerned.
Okay.
People who are lost in life, So yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I mean.
And I'm telling you, you have been reaching persons where that is concerned, because you're so authentic though with your music, with your writing. Some of the songs that you write, I want to ask you personally, is this as a result of what you have been through? I notice you're pretty much just covering, you're not going into details with your struggles, but let me just ask you, some of the songs that you write about, does it have anything to do with what you've been through, or you just write it because you get some inspiration?
Of course. All of my songs have to do with something. It has a meaning towards it. It has to be something that, I mean, not necessarily like to say like I work off inspiration, right? Because it's more so aspiration for me. But yes, there's always a meaning. All right, one of my first good song I always say is called Scrappy. And that song is just about a boot. Like literally me sing and write a song about my shoes, and it's really like everybody love that song, even though you're never gonna wear. But anybody who hear that song within that time love that song.
You're gonna tell me about Scrappy. I was hoping that you would talk about that. Tell me about it. What's the story behind it? And then you're gonna sing a piece to me.
Yes, alright, so I remember that vividly. Like I was actually on the train in New York. You notice me kind of like all over the place, right?
Exactly.
So I'm actually on the train in New York, and me just still wanted to write like a song uplifted. So at the time, young kids at the time used to rob kids for shoes and them something there, and it used to puzzle me why people would lose them life for shoes and other little things that took place within the city itself. So at the time, my shoes was scraping. But at the end of the day, I was still working towards a goal. So I was actually coming from Manhattan into Queens, and I just started playing the song. My boat scrape and I laugh. Anyway, it's clear the way you give me pass. See another bridge over there if we go cross. Come scrape, we now back up a last. So it's basically me just saying, really the struggle is on. But regardless of this struggle, I'm still gonna press forward. And I'm not gonna really focus much on the material aspect of life. I'm really gonna focus more on the inner strength when we have the determination, the motivation, and use that now as an inspiration. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like one of them songs that we kind of put together and put it out there. So that's it.
So that's how the song came about, Scurpy.
Yeah, it was literally a boot, a shoes I'm down.
Is that the brand shoes or was just an old tattered shoes?
No, it was like one of them Timberland shoes that just play so much time so you just get old. And the struggle is on for real. These are struggles I'm telling you about. You know what I mean? You know, it's winter time.
And the thing is, people will look at you in Navardo and say, "What kind of struggle you moving from state to state? You were living in the States. What kind of struggle are you talking about?"
What?
You don't know what struggle is like. What are you talking about? You've never had to go to your bed hungry. So what are you talking about?
We've been through struggles.
So tell me about it. That's what I want to hear.
We've been through struggles. Alright, watch this. Alright, Zin. A lot of people won't know still. But alright, currently today we have a conversation. Alright, we just see an article go out around a particular artist just get some degrees. But for me personally, like a couple years ago, I actually got my bachelor's degree, right? And actually got that degree in electrical engineering. And the reason I did that was because, like, within the same time when I figured myself out as a Rasta youth, a lot of me they get come under a lot of pressure because people used to say, because remember now me I telling now me got prominent, like me got Knox Community College, right, in Jamaica. And so for me, a youth like me, if you say me a Rasta, everybody look at you and say, yo, you are mad. They say you're gone, like, you lose it. You know what I'm saying? And that's because they never understand that transition. So they always make it a goal that even though I'm going to still pursue the music, I'm going to really always try to uplift myself on certain levels. So I got through struggles, man. I remember when I was in New York, a lot of times, really not nothing to eat, and it was really, I used to remember, I used to have a saving pan, and every day, I used to just take out $1 out of the saving pan. I used to buy a little something of wheat flour for 50 cents from the corner store, and a tin bean for like 75 cents. That's like, what, $2? How much, what am I, $1.50? Yeah, and we did that for days, we did that, like, that was the meal, and then meal party in the morning, gone to school, and we go through it, and just hold it, like, we could have just really get caught up in the hype from early out and switch and give up, but we just never switch, we just stick to the goal and keep working on the music, keep improving the talent, and just keep it positive and just do it. So when we go through struggles, we just learn how to go through struggles and not show the world. Marcus Garvey teach me that still, because Marcus Garvey is really one of my inspiration. One of the things I learned from Marcus Garvey was that if you're going through the worst, the world don't have to know. So me kind of like learn how to do that very well. So
yeah,
that's why it doesn't show. But yeah, we know struggles.
So for persons who are listening to you right now, I like the fact that you just say, you sure you haven't read my book as yet?
It's funny enough, the other night we got on the internet to buy some books, right? And I knew that there was a book that I wanted to buy, and I had it. And then just after we put in the ad, I'm like, oh. Then I went back and I saw your book. I'm like, what was the book I needed to add to my list? But definitely I'm going to buy the book. Get a read off it.
Yeah, you need to definitely buy my book, guys. It's on Amazon. You can get it. It's called Planted But Needed Water. It is when we talk about real struggles, that's what the book represents. I'm glad you mentioned that, because persons often look at me and say, Antoinette, I had no idea that you went through all of this. And the fact that you said, yeah, I got through it, but the whole world have to know.
The whole world have to know you got through struggles, because sometimes when you start to when you express that struggle so much,
Yeah.
You just not get to really attract the energy where you want to attract.
Right.
So you learn to appreciate the simple things in life. Like right now, I still go through my struggles then, but I'm just not short. But at the end of the day, we still learn to appreciate the simple things in like we can just give thanks for what we have. So that way we can bring in what we really want. So that's just I look at it when we learn along the way, like we just keep doing it. You know, and this is the type of thing we try to teach in the music and try to, relate to people and let them understand, That's why we do it.
I love that. I love that. I love that. It is one of the, especially with all the chaos that is happening around us right now, Navardo, persons are having such a hard time dealing with it. And I'm seeing persons are loving your encouragement, you're encouraging you to keep pushing on.
Yeah.
Official what's that, official top class scent, big up yourself. Jenny's bless up Antoinette, yes, bless up yourself. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking with Navardo Henry. He's pretty much just encouraging persons that despite of everything that you're going through, hang it out, because he himself tough it out. Yeah, I'm in Canada.
Them have to better now. You want to know how that song come about now?
Yes, that's tell me about it.
Release, and that's the song we're gonna push, right? Now push it a lot,
yeah.
Right? Better now. Zine. You know how sometimes in life you want to achieve something, and you keep on and say, all right, then I'm not gonna do this because me not get that yet.
Right.
Or wait there, this a little thing you go on, so I'm not gonna do what I really want to do. That's the concept behind better now. And how it really come about is when the pandemic was going on, me and my virgin, like not from my virgin them now, to start doing a lot of fishing. So I have some virgin man them got
start doing what? Lot of fishing?
Like, them start, they don't have nothing for them. So they just go to the beach and throw some net and start catch a lot of swimmers. And the man just catch a bunch of swimmers and decide say, yo, we just have to cook so much because there's so much now we're going to do it, the fridge and full up. Virgin now.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, I had a virgin now at the time.
Yeah.
Good youth, real youth. Because you have some youth that are just genuine people, you know them from the get-go.
Right.
Yeah. I see him and I say, yo, Kiskoamari go on with the music, youth. And I say, me there, brother, I go on do my thing, push it, and I say, yeah, man, you just go and push it, you say, you have to boss it big, yeah, man, don't ease up, And there's some of reason,
Yeah.
And like, we really like it, not some deep reason, and I say, yo, dog, so they're in the coma. And I say, really? And I say, yeah, man, I almost got me, like, I say, yo, I almost dead already, But same time, another conversation there. Because all of the run as virgin, we just start run joke. So anyways, him end up leave. If you can start out something for fall back in. So at the time, we never get to really find out more about what him about through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
So me never get to find out what him about through at the time. So anyways, we're going all the vibes still. I'm going to some food, listen some music, and I'm going, we're all the vibes still. You see me? Anyways, still, internet is like in forward back on the ends, and we still not get to talk to him because now the vibes are up on a different level, and it's just a laugh and a full enjoyment, because it's a quarantine and, people now go out, so we just get together and, and anyways, still. Me, knowing me is a man, me, sometimes you will see me also, and then once me spend a certain time, there's something else we need to go to the program. And some of us go so bam. So you're real link. I mean never not even follow up with the youth. And something that tell me something should I really sit down and reason the youth there. And so I think it was Father's Day, Right, we know a WhatsApp group and me yesterday, my virgin end up back in a coma, and it never make it out back. And I really check myself. Because I know me and him reason on certain levels, and just through me have some other things to sort out. Me even really stop to think, say, yo, me did really need to find out what really I going with him, you know. Can me end up say, yo, brother, what last you play ball? Like, when last you go for your walk and this and that? I must say, no, that. So I never really for check in what really I go on. You know what I say? I never see my virgin since that night. And it bothered me because I said, John, no, if I know something else like you would, you know, say, but I really go and build with him some more upon the night there. I can could I do it because, you know, me not no restriction where I couldn't. So that kind of did wake me up. And at this time, I got to a situation on my ends, and that's I said, Jano, yeah, me and this man I talk like a couple weeks ago, and you just gonna come and don't make it out. So, you know, it's like you question yourself, like, really, what is there? Why you hold back yourself in life? Like, if you want something in life, it really, you don't know what tomorrow will bring. Like, you see me today, you might not see me tomorrow, type of thing. So, if you really want, if you achieve something in life, that's what inspire better now. Like, yo, I think go make it better now. So, I say, so that's where the better now song come around. Make life better now, foundation of set now. So, you know, make life better now, decide to do better now. Yeah. So, and then, you know, the first verse, I say, from in danger out, man, of real life different. Can go like me, say, mommy, sister, and friends. So, basically, I mean, the man drop out and thing, it's like the whole situation around it just never did